Nowadays I am Merete and I do this together with Janne. We are two busy people and sometimes we meet and sometimes we don't. And when we make the Norwegian episodes we are usually together, not this time, but when we do the English we have to edit different parts into one episode. I hope that you enjoy what we show you and things that we talk about. We knit a lot, Janne do a lot of crochet and sewing and other crafts. We are in the north of the southern west part of the coast in Norway, kind of. And it is autumn. It has been terrible weather a long time now, but today it is much better, and I am planning to go out with my cardigans to have them out in the fresh air. And instead of cleaning the cardigans, kofter, you can take them outside. So maybe that will be an episode or a bonus, kind of. We will see. That is my plan for today. Right now I will show you what I have knitted, and Janne will show a lot of things that she has done and what we are working on at the moment. 1 year ago I stopped being a teacher and started to work in a library, so I have a lot of things to learn in my new job, and that takes a lot of my time and my concentration. So when I knit, I prefer to knit easy things or things that I have already made. So I knit the same pattern again and again, so just a warning for that. And today I want to show you what I have made, and I love to knit shawls. So if you have seen our few earlier episodes, you have noticed that a long time ago I love to knit shawls, and the shawl that I have made two of since we made episodes is the shawl called Old Shale Shawl, a pattern in English by Skeindeer knits. She has made this when she was inspired by Faroese shawls, and they are garter, and they also have this I always forget what it's called, but it's a wide wingspan, so it is not a triangular shaped shawl. And there's a lot of stitches when you work the last rows here. I used finull from Rauma, that's one of her favorites as well, so I have used the same. I don't know if that's what she says in the pattern, though. You can use a lot of different yarns, but I have used 100% Norwegian wool, and this is what it looks like. I will say this is super easy to knit. The first part, you just have to make sure you increase the right amount at the right time, and then when you start here with the beautiful edge, you have to have the right amount of stitches to make it sum up in the right way. I use some scrap yarns or some just small balls of yarn, and you can play a lot with colors with this. I have also made a knit along with this shawl, with this pattern. So it's in Norwegian mostly, I guess, the Facebook group. I can link to it, and I can write more in English if you want to. So I use Facebook for that, or at least I have done so far. I'll see if I'll use Ravelry as well. And I made another one, because this is a very quick knit. So I found some PT2 yarn that is not longer produced, 100% Norwegian wool as well. And it's rather thick needles compared to the yarn, or what the yarn says you should use. But it's very the wool that is not superwash you can use for a lot of kind of structures. This is not going to be stiff, it's going to be loose because you don't want like a cardigan. It's going to be, this is a much looser fabric. And I really like the colors that I chose for the edge. Inspired by the autumn. My pink roses in the garden and colors outside. So when I use these shawls, I haven't used them a lot until now because it's now, the autumn is here for real. I can use them like this because I like the old-fashioned way of clothing. And it's very nice the way it's not deep, but it's wide, so you can get it all the way around. Or I usually, when I'm outside and it's really cold, I do like this. Like this. So please join me and knit some old shale shawl. That would be fun, to be more people knitting that. Another thing that I have finished is a pair of socks, Christmas gifts. I use a sock yarn called Frøya, and this color I think is fantastic. I've used it a lot, and this combined with other colors make the other colors pop. So this is the Lucky Me socks from Sophia's Tales. I have knitted a lot from her designs, and it's very easy and lovely, and for both women and men. So these are going to be one of the Christmas gifts I'm going to wrap in before Christmas, and I look forward to that. Another thing that I may have finished, or I haven't decided, is this blanket. I've shown you sometimes before that I make these blankets. They're not pretty, but they are blankets that makes me happy. Happy blankets with yarns and leftovers. Different structures, different fibers, but the squares have to be approximately the same size to make it a kind of a system. And it is one color or more color every second time, both directions. I'm going to show you this when it's totally finished. I don't think I don't want to make it bigger, but I need to have a picot ending in a color that I have not used a lot, so I try to get a contrast color. That's a little bit difficult, I mean, when I have so many colors. But I can show you. I also have some photos of the others, the other blankets I have made, and we use them a lot. That was all I have made finished or almost finished, so let me just give you the more inspired version maybe of this podcast, because Janne, she does a lot more than I do. So go ahead, Janne.
Hello, welcome to me. I am knitting and crochet a lot as ordinary. We have decorated our home, so I haven't had that much time to knit and to crochet. But it will be. But I have not saved so much because it's have to be more planning to do that. But I have do something. I start with the finished object, and my first object is pants to my grandchild. He is 7 years and he loves wool. And I have knitted this. This is a pants. This is a pattern from my mother. It's an old pattern. And you see, it's 4 knit and 1 purl. So you see it, you can fit it a long time. I think I can have it on my. I knit in. I think I knit in 8 years because I don't think they have to be too big because then they don't warm enough. So that's the first. The second is to my grandchild in 9 years. I dyed tjukk mohair from Rauma. This is the ordinary color. And I dyed pink and purple. No, lilac. I used lilac. And I knitted, I knit front and back because I want to have it more in the back. And I don't have a pattern, I just knit. And I think this fit her. So, it's not heavy, it's light. And it's great. I think she will love this. And to the grandchild, she is 14. She was 14 last week. And I knit this. This is the ordinary color, and this I have bought this color. I haven't dyed this. And I knit it bottom up, and I pick up and knitted the sleeves out. So, and here she wants that in the top, but I don't like it if they came up here. So I knit 6 here, and I knit 10. Then you get this on the right, on the front. So you won't get it up there. So it fit better, I think. That's my secret. Yes, and I have dyed more yarn. I dyed tjukk mohair, and I don't like it because I don't think the color gets great. So I look on the videos on YouTube, and I see all are dyeing. They have the yarn, and they have dyed on the top. But when you don't have superwash, I can't get it right. So I do it the other way, and I put the color in the bowl, and I take the yarn on, and then I get it right. And I knit this to see how it looks. And yes, I have found the secret of dyeing yarn. It's not superwash. So, and I have knit a Atlanterhav shawl. It's in Norwegian. I start here. And here, and here it's finished. I don't have the name of the yarn, but I have the same yarn here, Sour Flower. I like that. I have bought this because this is my color. So I will make a shawl, but not this shawl. I will make another shawl. And I have Alv. It's a yarn from Hillesvåg. It's very thin, and I think, oh, what I do. So I think I dyed a kid silk. No, it's kid silk from drops, and I made this. So this was the same color. I dyed both of that yarn in the same color, so I get this. This is socks that I have. That's my own pattern, and it's always also in just Norwegian. So, and when I was finished, I see I have to take it up because the ones are not long enough. So I have more yarn, so no problem. And I have knits mittens. They are also in Norwegian, my own pattern, because I am not good enough to write a pattern in English. I can read English, and I can knit English, I can crochet knitting, but to write it, no, I'm not good enough. So Merete has made the Hansgarn mittens in English, but they are for patrons. But I think I will, if I remember, I will put it in, because the Hansgarn mittens is in Ravelry in Norwegian. Maybe I put the English version in there. I will see. This is woolly. What? That's woolly mittens in English, because it's wool. That's ull in Norwegian, and I take a Y in, so it's woolly what, and that's which be woolly mittens in English. Okay, this is the sheep that Merete has in her on her farm. You see, it's the mittens. It's the sheep, and you see the head hair, and you see the bottom hair. That's my thing to take Merete's sheep. So this is knit in. I hand dyed this finull by myself, and I use black finull. Yes. Then I have made this. This is two at the same pattern. This is from my pillow, one of my pillow, and it's have the main pattern inside and not so much on the outside. I have to do that. I want to try, and I look, yes. And when I knit them, I think, oh, you could have it the other side, but I think, no, I like them. This is a pattern that I will knit in the color of the month. So this is October, and this is November, and I will knit them in red in December. So this is the Halloween, and this is I think Advent it's called in Norwegian, but I have two of them. So and I have a pillow that it's the church on, but I think, and I have one mittens with the church, but I think I will have mittens with the cross. So I made this. This is also hand-dyed green finull, and it's ordinary yellow. And you see, it's the cross, and I have the cross inside, so they are the same at the top. And I also have a cross on the thumbs. So that's a new design. So this will also be Norwegian. Maybe I get Merete to translate some of my mittens to that, because I have some pillow in English, but I don't think I have them on Ravelry. I don't think so, because my daughter is selling my pattern, so I don't earn anything. My daughter is selling them on her store. So she get the pattern and she sell them. I don't get it, and not a krone. That's my decision, not others. And I have been knitting in Hillesvåg, have Tinde. It's a great. I like that yarn, because it's a little thicker than Finull, and then it's warmer. So, and the mittens are getting much bigger. This is kvartrosevott in Norwegian, and this is in Tinde. That's an old pattern I have, and this is mittens from my grandmother on my father's side. Alette mittens. They are in, the brown is in Tinde, and the other color is in Ask. So I think that's it's finished. I have some small things, but I take them, because I can't have a big file to send to Merete, so I have to take it in parts. So I'll be back.
So welcome back to me. I have some things that I am working on. I have a lot of things actually, but I'm not working on all the things at the same time. So I will show you the things that I actually have done something with since we made episodes in September. I knit shawls, as you know, and I have a pattern that I have used for bunad shawls, our national costume. The white one. This is an old from the 80s, a pattern from, that's a kind of traditional. It's a bit ridiculous when I look at it now, but I bought them now recently, and I have knitted a very basic shawl in black, 4 of them actually for the bunad, but then I made it with another edge. It's a triangular shape, very basic, so I used a lot of yarn that I have a lot of. This is lamb's wool from Rauma. It's very thin, and it's a very nice, like, gingerbread color that I really enjoy, and I have started another shawl. It's not something that's going to be finished in a specific time, it's just I knit and knit when I have, I take it with me. I can knit without thinking, almost. It's super easy. Another shawl that I started because I was cleaning up my yarn stash. I have small balls leftovers, and I have earlier made shimning shawl by Sophia's Tales, where I use one color for the garter row, and then I play with leftovers in the stockinette rows like this. You need very small leftovers in the beginning, of course, and as you increase you need more. So I try to plan a little bit what to start with and what to have at the end. Now I'm almost finished, and I'm going to make the nice edge. This is merino sock yarn mostly, and the one that I have that kind of binds it up, it's Arvetta from Filcolana. this is a very, it's almost like yoga. I can dream, I can knit, I can think about other things, and my hands knit without me thinking a lot. This is a Christmas gift, as I showed you, and I have, this is medium size, and this is, this is the bigger size. So I have started a second pair of socks with some scrap yarns as the contrast color. It's not a lot you need. So it's going to be finished before Christmas. I don't enjoy sock knitting very much, but my family enjoys the result. That is why I keep on knitting socks. And now when it gets closer to Christmas, I want to finish my second sock of this one. And this is really, this is a very nice pattern. It is called Skogens Hjärta. It's also Sophia's Tales. And I have to keep an eye on the chart. So this is more a concentration work for me. So this is how far I've got. It has been resting in a bag for a long time. And it's actually an Easter bag, so it says something. I knitted it until Easter, and but now I feel like more like the thinking of Christmas and so on. It makes me happy. So this is going to be finished. Not in not a very long time. And I think I use Sisu from Sandnes. That's Norwegian merino sock yarn. I think I have more, but I haven't made any progress. That's why I don't show them to you here. But Janne has a lot of things, so I think I'll just send you over to Janne's place and enjoy seeing what she has done. And that's amazing how many crafts she can handle out. My words are disappearing. I think I just say, hello Janne, please show us what you are working on.
Here I'm back, and I will see you. This is ordinary a jacket. It's called Molde kofte. But I take this pattern is all over, but I think it's too much. So I just have patterns, and I just have this in the bottom. So I think, oh, I like that. This sweater, it's warm. It's in Finull, and I have been dyed this color, the brown and no, just that color I have been dyed. The brown is from Rauma, dyed from Rauma, and this is from Rauma. I think this is 4078. This main color. I think it's that. Yes, 4078. It's yes, I think it's, or is it 403? No, it's 4078. And I have been made something. I have been crochet this, and I made this. This is from to have under the glass and when you on the table. And I have made this. This is in cotton. This bottom is from this. My husband loved it. And I take the bottom and I crochet this. And this is a great gift. And I have made more. I like this. This was fun. This is knitted. And this is crochet. So you can knit them and you can crochet. This is leftover yarn and black Finull. I hold it like this and you see that. So, and I I sew a bit. I found this, and I found this right side, but I don't have to the both sides. So I take red in the and red in the inside, and that's once more. This is I have buy some fabric from an old lady in Trondheim. A day, too. And I am just sew this. So you see, it's not finished. I will have this in. And this I buy it on Selfmade. That's a Danish company. And it's that was the right. You have to see it the wrong way, but it's 100 meters, and I buy them because I use a lot of them. So this is red on the back side, and this. So this is nearly finished, but it gets hot. Ooh, it's very hot. Ooh, but I have to finish. I found this on internet, and I like this. It's called New Year tree, and I will take it out of the plastic map. You will see. You see, New Year tree. This is a diagram. It's in English, and it's what's not so easy. I have to think. So I think, but don't think. Just knit. When I do that, it look great. So it's a very big job. I think it took a while. I used 3 hours, I think, and that's a lot of things for so small pieces. I knit them in saffron from Drops. So, but I like them. I will have it stretch, and I don't know what I will use it for, but I see. And then I am using leftover. Lots of leftovers. I am crochet. You see how I have lots of this for leftovers. So this is it's bigger than this, but it's leftover. So it's my small knit bag, embroidery, and wool on the back side. You see, it's wool. And I am crochet corner to corner fillet. This is corner fillet. I say something, call it lace, but for me it's fillet, because lace are knitted and fillet is crochet. Then I think it's crochet. I have knitted. This is a new pattern. And I have another one. This is a baby blanket. This is not a baby blanket. This is a dolly. That was in wool, and this is in cotton. This will be a flower bird in the mid. So this is not easy. So I have to knit this when I'm at home, because I have to count lots of things. But I am crochet my cheap blanket in color. I have crochet 30 of this in lots of colors. This is leftover. This is from one of my jacket. This is from a blanket. This is from a cone I bought in Rauma. And this I had dyed in lilac. And then I will sew it together. But I have to have 60. So I don't want to have sheep on all, because I have so much left over. So I have to think a bit what I'm doing. So I have made this. I get a cone from a friend in grey. I think it's sold because I think the cone plus a bit more. And I have made, I think it's 10. You see here, this is, and this is the leftover from the sheep. So you see, I have, and 1, 2 grey, just grey. This is yellow. And it's pink. You see, it's lots of pattern. So I will start to sew it together and see which color I have left. So I have to use, because I have more left over than to make this. So this will be, today I will sew this together. So that's the big job today. And I make a other blanket. I make it 2 years ago. I think I will make a owl. And I do that. I make owl. And I like this owl. So I have started the blanket with owl. This is leftover from a blanket I have been dyed. This red is from some, I think it's hat. This, it's from the sheep. This is an ordinary lilac. This is an ordinary from, I think it's a jacket. And this is from the cone. And then I think, I don't want to have just that. So I draw, and I think it's gnome. I don't know what that's called in English, but you will see it. This is a gnome in Norwegian. So I draw this, and I now is crochet them. And you see, it's lots of thread. So I haven't taken them, because this was finished yesterday. So you see, I have this. But I will have one thing more. And I don't know what, because I have drawn 4 things, but I don't know what it will be. And my leftover. I have lots of leftover, small yarn. When I make this, weave this in, you get a lot of threads. So I think I want to use something to make them, and then it came. I take them on a fabric. This is, we call it fluenetting in Norwegian. This is to hold out insects from our house. We have it on the window. And I make this over, and I sew. And then I make a bag, a knitting bag. In there I have my sweater to my oldest grandson. He is 18 in February, and he will be 18 in February. And this, it's his sweater. It's a Marius. I don't like to knit Marius, but when my grandchild say, I want Marius, I knit it. So, this is bag. And leftovers are lots of money. Just think of that. You can use leftover to many things. So that's my tip today. And I will say thanks for all the words you are writing. I love it. And Merete and I, we have not time to be together. So this is the way we do it when we have a bit of time. So see you next time. Bye.
Thank you for watching. We really enjoy to read your comments, so please comment below if you have questions or you want to tell us what you are working on right now or what you've made when you watch the episode. We make episodes, sometimes they come more regularly and sometimes there are some weeks in between, but we do it when we manage, and this is not our work, so we do it when we have the time. And we make a lot of things, so suddenly we will have some episodes out again. I don't know exactly when. We have a lot of show notes that you can take a look at. We have the Ravelry that you can look up for more information. We even have coffee if you want to support us with a symbolic cup of coffee, and we have patrons. And all this is to be found in the comments or in the informations below this video. Well, I think it's time to say goodbye, and I hope you are fine and that you will be fine until we meet again. So, bye bye.